What's up, everyone? Marc Lobliner, TigerFitness.com. We got stock back. We got the OG Clash, 10% off. We got MTS Way. Coupon code MAHA, M-A-H-A, MAHA saves you 10%. Are there too many pro cards in bodybuilding? Man, when I won my pro card, a lot of people were like, yeah, man, that was awesome. You deserved it. Because I did. That day, I was the best man on that stage. It was my day. I peaked. I had great shape, good symmetry, and the guy who got second, phenomenal. He ended up getting his pro card later, but it was just my day. It was my day. But then you got the people later on who are like, well, everybody get a pro card now. They just give pro cards out. Pro cards don't mean anything anymore. And I'm like, well, that's not very nice. It was very hard to get it. People literally die to get pro cards. They literally take so many steroids that their heart explodes and they die. Not literally, but you know what I'm saying. Kidney failure, heart failure, bodybuilding, man. People are literally dying to get these pro cards. Me, perfect health. Love it. Love my life. I got to say, I have no plans on competing in the future. I think the New York Pro is my last show. Way too busy to do it now. Obviously, you guys noticed I don't have as many videos. I film 2 to 3 videos on the weekend. That's what I schedule during the week because my week's busy. I travel a lot and I work a lot, and I still want to keep this YouTube channel up. So if you want me to keep it going, be sure to share this channel, like this video, subscribe, all that good stuff. But my buddy Paul Barnett, great guy. I've had him on this channel before. We've podcasted together. I love the guy. So he got his pro card really old. Like he had his pro card like in the late 40s. And I don't know exactly, I think 49 or something. He had a great post. And I believe I was on a flight. I was scrolling social media and I saved this because I wanted to talk about it. So here's the post. Are there too many IFBB Pro Bodybuilding Pro Cards? Let's do some math. Arnold Amateur gives out 1 pro card. Amateur Olympia gives out 3. North America gives out 13 and 4. That includes Masters. So 13 Open, 4 Masters. USA's give out 6. Nationals give out 13. 0 at Junior USA and Nationals. Team Universe gives out 9 Open, 4 Masters. Masters Nationals gives out 10. Masters USA's, where I got my pro card, only gives out 4. That's right. It was my day. Like I said, 2021 Masters USA champion, Marc Lobliner. That's right. Read it and weep, haters. There's the card right there. Pap. So how does that compare to your odds of getting drafted in the NFL? A dream I always had, but I had to give it up because, well, I'm 5'7.5" on a good day. After waking up, I might hit 3/4, but after standing all day, I might hit 5'5". Man, I'm not the Muggsy Bogues of friggin' football. I was a baller, though. I had my day. You have better odds of getting drafted in the NFL. In the U.S. population, there are approximately 50,000 competitive amateur bodybuilders, about 1 in 6,700 people. Wow. Only 1 in 746 competitors earns pro status. That is just 0.134% of all amateur bodybuilders. Over the past decade, approximately 670 new professionals have emerged in the United States. 670 in 10 years. 67 a year. That's elite. That is fucking elite. That is elite. I'm proud. Makes me want to compete again, but I won't. But I really would love to. I had such a blast in New York Pro getting my ass kicked. So check out this math. Now, Paul, if you didn't know, before he went all in on bodybuilding and coaching, he was an IT guy. This guy's smart as a whip. 256 players drafted per year. 0.35% of NCAA football players get drafted. That's 1 in 285. Hopefully use ChatGPT for this because this seems pretty complex. 7.3% of high school players make it to NCAA football. 0.026% of high school players get drafted. That's 1 in 3,900. That is 0.022% of the U.S. population plays NCAA football. So let's get into the math. So 0.134% of amateur bodybuilders earn pro status. 0.35% of NCAA football players get drafted. Wow. 0.026% of high school players get drafted. So you have better odds of getting drafted in the NFL than you do of becoming a professional bodybuilder. I wrote, amen. Nathan Dandridge, who competed and got his pro card in a different category in the same pro show I did. No one speaks about the people that were given pro cards outside of winning a pro qualifier. Yeah, there's very few did that. Nathan's good people, man. These are all a bunch of good people in this comment section. Yeah, good people. Good people. Anyway, let's get back to the lecture at hand. Here's my opinion on pro athletes. And again, call me on my bullshit if I'm giving you bullshit. If you're a pro in any sport, I got mad respect for you. No one's going to show you more respect for being a pro than a fellow pro. For example, pro baseball players, met a lot of them, pro football players. They're like, bro, what you do, man? You're jacked. I'm like, I'm a pro bodybuilder. Bro, that's awesome. You're a pro. I'm like, you're in the fucking NFL, bro. You're my dream. They're like, man, I'd love to be jacked like you. I'm like, you run into people. You're awesome. And you make millions of dollars, which bodybuilders don't. So for me, that's kind of it's humbling that professional athletes from other sports that I would consider better sports. Yeah, I consider NFL better than bodybuilding. It's different, but I've always loved football. It's my passion, right? But you know what's funny is you don't see other pros except maybe the bitter guys who competed in the 90s. They're giving out too many pro cards. I don't agree, because there's a lot of guys. Well, there's a few. I can name one, Kareth Bajo. He turned pro in Masters, and now he's a top 4 competitor in the Olympia 212 division. So, I mean, I don't think that's bad. What do they want? 5 pro cards a year? How many people would have crushed it as a pro who never turned pro back in the 90s and early 2000s? A lot. But after losing to Ronnie and Kevin and Chris multiple times, they were like, fuck it. What am I doing? And then they stop. But imagine if those guys got the opportunity to get on a Toronto pro stage, on a New York pro stage, on a Cali pro stage, whatever it is. That would make them go harder and get better and better. We have better pros. We'd have more competition. But, you know, you got these armchair quarterbacks who don't even compete saying there's too many pro cards. Or these NPC guys who are just bitter. There's too many pro cards. I'm just going to quit. It's not even worth getting. No. You're just not good enough. And it's okay to not be good enough. Bodybuilding is genetics, hard work, eating. A lot of people can't eat enough to get to that level, and drugs are involved. Luckily for me, I was able to do it without getting crazy on drugs. Not saying I was natural, but I'm saying that, yeah, I mean, last shows, yeah, TRT, it is what it is. I'll get made fun of for it. And I know natty pros. Matthew Lillard is an IFBB Pro Classic, and that dude is natty. Natty as fuck. Natty. Just natty. It can happen. So, moral of the story is, if someone's a pro athlete, show some respect. They're not giving away too many pro cards. In fact, I'd argue I'd probably give out more. But anyway, guys, it's my opinion. What do you think? Comment down below. Again, tigerfitness.com, 10% off coupon MAHA. We got some stock back in. Outright bars, Nula bars, got Pure Blood. We got a bunch of cool shit in there. Anyway, go to tigerfitness.com now. Like this video. Subscribe to the channel. Click on the notification bell. And remember, that's not a game.